What's up, guys? Today I'll be going over the Trinity Ghoul, which is the exotic bow and arrow from Forsaken, which I got like a week and a half ago during a raid, and it's actually pretty good. So the main perk is you can like shoot arrows in a group of 3, or if you pull down the trigger and ADS, it like reduces the spread. Then the other perk, Lightning Rod, where precision kills grant the next shot chain lightning capabilities. So it's kind of like Risk Runner, but in a bow form that can shoot longer distances and does more damage per shot. So it's actually pretty cool. First thing I want to break down is how the bow actually works. So if you just click the trigger and don't ADS, it splits off all 3 arrows in a wide like radius, but then if you hold down it makes them more condensed. Then if you ADS while holding it down, it makes it almost all in one shot. So the different ways you can shoot this bow is reducing the spread, but let's see if it actually changes the damage. So without ADSing, where it spreads a bit, it still hits 481. And then while ADSing, where it's all in one line, it still hits 481 per shot. Then obviously you just click the trigger, it does less and in a wider range, but that's just because you're not fully drawing the bow back like a regular bow. So there's a few different ways of using this bow, and the only main differences is how many targets you can hit at once. So if you're like close range, you can just quickly not ADS, so you can hit multiple lanes at once, but if you're trying to be precise, you want to ADS. So the other part of this bow is the Lightning Rod, which is insanely good. So upon precision kill, as you saw right there, I now get perk Lightning Rod, and the next arrow is very electric, as you see, and when I shoot it, it kind of, on impact, shatters out into this electricity in like a wide radius around where the actual bow hits. So the lightning itself is a lot like Risk Runner, where it kind of spreads out in the same way. As long as you keep on getting headshot after headshot, all of your arrows will be lightning rods, which is very nice. So once you kind of get in the rhythm of hitting shot after shot, they will all become the lightning. One thing that is actually pretty cool about this bow, there's kind of like a skill gap. So once you proc the lightning rod arrow, what you can do is just tap the trigger, that way the arrows get spread out. Then each individual arrow does its own like lightning effect, so you can actually spread out that lightning effect over like a larger area by actually spreading the bows out as much as possible. But when you do that, obviously you're not going to really be getting headshots, so you'll have to re-proc lightning bow again, so it's not as efficient. But if there's like a large group and you need to spread out the actual lightning effect, that's definitely a really good way of doing it. This bow is actually really good in Gambit because there's a lot of low tier ads grouped up, so once you get like one lightning rod procced, you can shoot it at the crowd and it'll take out a lot of them, or at least do a lot of damage to all of them at the same time. So it's actually a really good gun for Gambit if you're like in the role of just ad clear and collecting motes. It's actually really good. The rest of this video will be some Gambit, Crucible, and Strike gameplay. It's actually not that bad in Crucible. It can not one-shot normally, but once you proc a lightning rod, it can now one-shot body shot, I believe. I'm not like the biggest bow user in Crucible, but once you get the lightning round, as long as you hit all 3 shots in the body, it will definitely one-hit, and as long as you hit a few of the bows in the head, it will also one-shot also. So if you were extremely good with bows in PvP, you could potentially have a one-shot bow every single shot as long as you got headshot after headshot. The first one would take 2 shots to proc a lightning rod, but after that, as long as you kept on hitting headshots, it would continue to one-shot. So I've actually used this bow a lot, especially in raiding in the Last Wish the past few weeks. I found this bow is very useful in areas where there are like groups of ads that spawn in all at the same time. For example, in the raid in the second encounter, I'm not sure what the name is, the one where you, like the long hallway and then like the puzzle, then you go up a floor and you do it again. In that encounter where there's a bunch of ads that spawn in all at once, you can just proc the perk, then have it ready for the next group. Then the second they spawn, just put it on the floor and it'll just kill all of them. And you can do the same thing in the next encounter, the Big Ogre. There's a bunch of, you know, small groups of ads that spawn in, and you can just keep proccing the lightning rod, shoot at the ground when one spawns in, and just have it like ready. And you can kind of spawn trap like big group of ads with this weapon, and do the same thing even in the vault section, and so on and so on. I think you get the point. There's actually not that much to say about this bow in terms of like a breakdown video, because it's not really made for DPS, so there's no point breaking down like the numbers of the gun. It's all about ad clear. So the one way to really talk about ad clears is really just to show you guys how it works in different scenarios. So that's what the rest of this video is going to be. It's just going to be a bunch of gameplay of different things in the game. Anyways, let me know if you guys have this weapon and what you think about it. I'm sure most of the people that have it will probably say similar things that I have, that it's actually very good for ad clear and all those good things. It's actually a very fun weapon to use. Finally, one quick update about my channel. So I went ahead and applied for the channel membership and put my perks in. So next to the sub button, you should see a join button now, which is how you join my membership program for $4.99 a month, and it should list the perks there that you get with the membership, but I'll just go ahead and say them real quick. So the big one is a monthly Q&A, where I make a community post only to members, where they can ask me questions about anything Destiny related, video related, about me, or whatever they want to ask. And I'll answer those questions in a video and make that video public for everyone to see. That way everyone can see what it's about and, you know, get the answers to the questions. But the only way to ask the questions is through membership. And depending on how many members I have at the end of this month going into December, because I'll make the video like around the 1st of each month, depending on how many there are, since this is the first month, I might make this one open to everyone just for the sake of, you know, kind of getting it started. Then there's a few other perks that you can see if you click the button, where I'll make sure to give you guys priority on like comment replies and whatnot, because you'll have a badge next to your name. Then also video idea requests and like topic requests, stuff like that. And that's basically it for now, but in the future as things change, I'm sure so will those perks. Never feel like you have to be a member of my channel. You guys just viewing my videos, being subbed and all that is already more than plenty. And it's just like a thing over the top wherever you guys want to support me more, and I can also give back to you guys for supporting me in that way. Anyways, I think that's going to be it for the video. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys next time.
on your turn.